Today, I'm going to be introducing you guys to my Star Wars ship collection. So, let's go! Hey there guys, what's up? My name's Trey Vidman. Welcome back to another Vidman video. It has been a little while, but I'm happy to be back. It's good to be back. My camera is working again, which you guys would know. If you guys would have followed the live stream, which was my very first live stream, it was a lot of fun. I had a few people show up, we had some good conversation, and it was a great time. But that's not what I'm going to be talking about today. Today I will be showing you guys my Star Wars ship collection, and I'm really excited about that because I had a lot of success with my lightsaber collection video, which you guys can check out in the description, or you guys can wait until the very end of the video, which I would suggest because I'm not actually going to put it in the description. Alright, so let's get on with this. Let's go! So I've got my big trusty box of Star Wars ships. Not all of them are in here. I got a few that are scattered throughout other boxes in my basement. But this is the one I will be going through today, as well as one of the small ships right there, which I will do first. So the very first ship that I'm going to be showing you guys is my pod racer, but my speeder from the Star Wars Episode 2, the one that Anakin and Obi-Wan drove throughout Coruscant, as you guys can see right there. I found this one at a garage sale, actually for $3. There you go. Alright, so now to open the box of wonderment. So the next ship that I will be showing you guys is the Star Wars battleship of the Separatists. Now this is one that I don't know the actual name to, I don't know exactly who owns it, but I believe, if I'm right, it's just a normal starfighter from the Separatist army. Next ship to show you guys is Darth Vader's TIE Fighter. This is the ship that he fought with in A New Hope. It has the curved shield, not shield generators, but they're pretty much shields, even though they don't really work that well. It comes with the open cockpit. You're also able to pull out the guns, which is really fun to do, especially if you go. But yeah, so there is the Darth Vader TIE Fighter. There we go. Moving stuff so I don't fall over. Next thing up is a Jedi Starfighter. Now this one, I'm not exactly sure who owns it. If you guys do know who owns it, please comment that down below. Might be Plo Koon, not sure. But it is one of the Jedis. It definitely is a Jedi Starfighter. So if you guys know which one that is, comment down below, and I will give you guys the top comment for the first person who guesses it correctly. Next, we have a Hoth Rebel Speeder, which was one of my most exciting ones to find. It's not in mint condition, but it is pretty fun to just know that I have it alongside with some of my Star Wars action figures that are actually speeder pilots. So that's really fun to be able to put those in there and be like, hey, it's a speeder pilot in a speeder. Whoop-de-doo. The cool thing about this is you're actually able to put two figurines in here. One is the pilot in the front and one is the gunner in the back. So that's really neat. I've never tried to put one in the back seat. It looks a little difficult, but I think it would be pretty simple to try to put it back there. Next up is Anakin Skywalker's Starfighter.
This is where the fun begins.
Now, this one was one of the very first ships that I actually ever got, so that is why it's not in mint condition. I actually do have the R2-D2 that does work with this. Not exactly sure where he is. He's either in there or with my action figures. But, you know, it's pretty neat to be able to look at it and be like, hey, that's pretty cool with the Anakin Skywalker Starfighter. Next on our list is the General Grievous Starfighter. This is from the Separatist Army. I believe he uses it in the Clone Wars, but he doesn't use it in Revenge of the Sith, which, you know, it's okay. It's got one of the guns still attached. This one I believe I got at a thrift store. It's really fun because this counts as a landing gear, and then they have the other landing gear at the bottom right there. And then you're also able to pull these out to use them as guns. And if I'm not mistaken, I still have a missile in one of them. And now I don't. Where did that go? And just to show you, I have another one. Right there. Let's see. Do I have a missile to replace it? Now we have Obi-Wan's Starfighter. Now this is, I believe, the second one. I think it's Obi-Wan's. It might not be. But here is the Starfighter. If I remember correctly, there actually was more parts to it. But I don't know what happened to this. This actually was my brother's, but he ended up giving it to me because he didn't really need action figures anymore. So he's still a fan of Star Wars, but he just was like, I never use these, so have fun. And I was like, I will. So there we go. Next up, we have, if I remember correctly, Mace Windu's Starfighter. I don't know why I didn't just do all the Jedi ones at once, but you know, there we go. One thing that I really like about these is this. Just disappointed me. So that's cool now. One thing that I really like about these things is this. And you're actually able to send them into fighter mode, which is fun. It's a really neat addition, as well as the landing gear that's on usually most of the ships. But it's just really fun to see the detail that they used to put into these. Some of the newer ones, I haven't purchased like the newer ones, but some of the newer ones I've noticed are kind of, you know, half-butted. They don't really try as hard as the older ones, which I think is kind of sad, but you know, it's always nice to look at the older ones and be like, you know, these things were cool. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. You. Oh, that was so much easier. All right, next up is the big clone ship. I don't know what the name for this thing is, but one thing I really like about this thing is the expanding wings, like that. And then you're also able to put it into flight mode, which is really neat. Oh my gosh, I'm probably destroying my mic. But you're also able to use this as a battle station, which I absolutely adored as a kid. Where'd you go? Oh crap. But you're also able to take it apart. And use this as your very own speeder. You're also able to put in some, I'm gonna set this down. But you're also able to put in some action figures right there, which I have had a ton of fun with, also because, you know, I had, still have some clone pilots. So I was able to put those in there and have a lot of fun with them, you know, flying around all of the different clones in that larger ship, as well as having that drop down right there. But back to the battle station mode, it's really neat being able to set this thing up and set out a bunch of droids in front of it and be able to pretend, oh, look at that, I got some DC-15Es in there. Correct me if I was wrong. The large ones are DC-15Es, if I remember right. There's DC-15S and a DC-15E. As I was saying, it's really neat to be able to set this up like this. Set up a clone up here, clone right here, set up some clones back here, and then have like some Jedi scheming inside the ship as well. Plus, it comes with sound effects, and some missile launchers, and a very own kind of almost story mode, which I think is really awesome and I had a really fun time with when I was younger. Next in our box is this Jedi Starfighter. I'm not even going to try to remember whose this is because I'm pretty sure I've just embarrassed myself this whole time. Actually, I think this is a clone one. I didn't know it did that. Again, let me know in the comments what you guys think and if you guys know what these are. First person to get these right will get a favorite on the comment section. Some really cool features that are in this ship is that you're able to open it up and put a figurine in it as usual, as well as turn this little guy's head around, and there used to be some missiles that you were able to put out, but it doesn't, I don't have those. What the? Next up on the list is the clone helicarrier kind of thing. It's a clone carrier for, you know, battles and such. But this was by far one of the most wanted ships that I ever had when I was a younger kid. My cousin had one, and to be honest, I thought it was the coolest thing in the entire world. So when I got the chance to purchase one when I was older, and I saw this one for, what was it, 10 bucks? I was like, heck yes, I will purchase that thing. Thank you. Some of the neat features that come along with this ship is that you're able to open the cockpit, put in 2 pilots, which I have, which is really fun. You're also able to open these doors via this button. One of them is opening. Thank you. You're also able to drop the clones off in the battlefield. Just destroyed my microphone, but like that. It's very fun. They're super awesome, and I have loved this thing so much. It's just so fun to play with, and to be honest, the designs for these things was just awesome. Next up is the Vulture Droid. I'm not going to do a ton on this because I actually have 2 arms missing. I know where they are, but I just didn't want to have to find them for this video. But yeah, so it's the Vulture Droid. He does this little head thing, and he can stand up if you have all 4 legs, and he can, bring the legs in and be a Vulture Droid. There you go. Now, just to prove I have this ship, so then I don't have to find it, these are 2 of the jets from the Y-Wing from Star Wars The Clone Wars that Anakin and Ahsoka fight in. I still need to get an Ahsoka action figure. I don't have one yet. But, there we go. So, 2 of the jets from there. Now, last but not least, I will be doing the vintage ships that I own. These are not in mint condition. Most of them, none of them are in mint condition. But they were actually owned by my dad, and they were passed down to my brother and me. So it's really neat to be able to have these and to know that they are from the vintage collection. So as well as some of the action figures that he had back then that were up on my display quite a few episodes ago. But yeah, so let's get on that. So the first of the 2 are these. These are the two of the speeder, land speeders that Luke used in A New Hope. And this one is in close to mint condition, but it is missing the top jet. This one is in very close to mint condition, but it is missing a bottom wheel. So this one is the remote control one. This one is the one that you'd actually use for the action figures, and they're really fun to play around with. I loved pushing this one around with and hitting it against walls, and the thing would open up, and they're fun. They're really fun. I enjoy them a lot, and it's really awesome to be able to use A New Hope action figures. Not the vintage ones, but the new ones with these. So there you go. And finally, one of the prides of my collection is this guy. This is a TIE Fighter from the original line of TIE Fighters. They have the side shields, but I have been too afraid to glue them on. I actually have tried to glue them on, but they won't stay on because they don't have the right pieces. I'm missing a couple of the pieces for these to connect with this. Maybe someday I'll get around to actually gluing them onto the ship, but for now, those shields are detached from this. I think that this is one of the neatest ships that I own, and one of the funnest to play around with. I always loved putting Darth Vader or one of the Stormtroopers. I didn't have a TIE pilot back then. I have one now. But it was really neat to be able to put these around and, use the light. I think it used to make sound, but the light still works, so that's cool. So there we go. That is my, again, one of my collections / obsessions of collecting things. So that is the end of the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed making it. If you guys did, be sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel. I have some really exciting announcements, one announcement actually, but I am going to be starting a new account called Ko-fi. It's this new site that you're able to support these creators, such as YouTube creators, and be able to support them without them having to stress about giving out prizes and stuff like that, when really you're supporting them for making content. So basically what I'm saying is my Patreon most likely will be taken down, as I don't have anything to give right now. In the future, I'm hoping to be getting merchandise. I have a lot of ideas, and I'm really excited to be able to show them to you guys. But for right now, my Patreon will be inactive, as I haven't really had anyone donate to it. But I will be starting up this Ko-fi. If you guys have any questions about it, be sure to look it up. It is an awesome site. I will be having the link to that in the description if it is up. as soon as it gets up, I will be adding it to the description. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Comment down below all of those things that I said to comment before, but also comment what people you would like to see me collaborate with on YouTube, and be sure to message them about that as well, because it would be awesome to be able to start collaborating with people as my YouTube channel is growing, and be able to, you know, talk with other creators and be able to perfect my craft. Also, don't forget to share the love by sharing this video on you guys' social media pages, and check out my social media pages down in the description below. I do answer you guys' questions, so if you guys have any questions, be sure to message those. So thank you guys so much for watching. I will catch you guys at the next Vidman video. Vidlin salute. Bye-bye.